Your coffee just said something to you and you completely missed it. After 20 years behind a cup and table, I can tell you the best cup I ever had, I couldn't score, I could only hear it. Every sip has a sound, some distant like an echo off a ridgeline, others like a conversation happening right in front of you. And today I'm going to teach you how to hear what your coffee is saying. It was late winter. My father-in-law and I were set to paddle the South Fork of the New River. It had been snowing for days, the river was fixing to come out of her banks, and I tried to wiggle out of it, but he convinced me the front would pass and it would be fun. His definition of fun and mine were two very different things. The next morning he pulled me aside all serious to go over the safety plan. He stopped mid-sentence, looked at me and said, "Boy, I don't know why I put up with you. You're too poor to pay attention." And you know what? I think that's exactly where most of us are with our coffee. I'm not here to turn you all into Q graders. I spent 20 years roasting and training for that, so you don't have to. What I want is something simpler and something bigger at the same time. I want us to listen to the cup. And last fall, I went for a hike with some friends. Somehow we got separated and started to hoot and holler. I could hear them, but I couldn't locate them. Their voices were bouncing off the ridgeline, coming from all three directions at once, and that's exactly what happens in your second sip. You heard the flavor, but you can't name it. Your brain goes, wait, what is that? Is that chocolate? Something nutty? You caught the signal, but you can't pin down the source. But in this framework, the echo is just part of the journey, the ghost of a flavor chasing the whisper. You aren't supposed to know yet, you're just listening. But something happens at this stage that changes everything. Think about a barking dog. You could be in a neighborhood full of dogs barking everywhere, all of them going off, and you know immediately which one is yours. Not because you analyzed it, not because you studied it. It's because you've heard that bark so many times it lives inside of you. That's what this stage feels like. This is where the flavor becomes forward, present, clear. It steps into the light and tells you who it is. You don't have to say bergamot or stone fruit. You just have to say hello. The cup is talking to you. Talk back. So far, we've been learning to listen. Now it's time to pay attention to what the sound makes us feel, the breath. Here's where we shift from flavor to feeling. Take another sip or stay with the one you have. And now, instead of tasting, notice the flavor. Is it like a shallow breath or does it expand? Feel the canopy, like wind moving through the trees. What we're really asking is, does this coffee have presence? Does it feel alive? You see, wind isn't solid, but you feel its pressure. You feel it fill the space. That's what a great coffee does in your chest. And this is what we've been building toward. Have you ever heard a church bell in the morning in the woods? A great coffee resonates like that church bell. The flavor actually expands for a moment after you swallow, like a bell. You are literally waiting for the ring to fade, and that is the sound of flavor. So the next time you pick up your cup, don't just drink it, listen to it. The whisper, the echo, the voice, the breath, the bell, the imprint. That's the sound of flavor, and now you know how to hear it. If you want to go deeper, taste is color where this started. We learned to see flavor. This time we learned to hear it. Links right here. Watch them back to back and tell me what changes in your morning ritual. Y'all take care and we'll talk soon.